All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here, and I am bringing you a video on how you can make hundreds of dollars a day or more if you have a lot to invest in the cryptocurrency industry that is just exploding and has been exploding for many years now. And as you can see on the website I have pulled up, this is Coinbase. This is the website that I use along with GDAX. I'll show you that just real quick here. I don't deal too much in Bitcoin. I mostly deal in Litecoin, which is here. So I actually don't have a lot sold. I sold a little bit for $4,500. And as you can see, GDAX is a little bit more complicated, but you can get rid of fees from buying and selling on GDAX. We can get into that in a moment, but for now, we should focus on Coinbase. And if you really don't know what cryptocurrency is, it's just basically currency that is being created by computers and has a ledger, so you know that this coin is completely unique. It's unlike a federal bank like we have now, like fiat money, where you don't have a ledger, you don't know how much money there is. And there's very little middlemen, if you will, in cryptocurrency. And it's worth a lot of money. So let's get started here. So this is Coinbase. You essentially sign up, and then you make some accounts. I think that is in tools here, or maybe not. Here we go. You go to payment methods and you put in your bank accounts and your credit cards. So like if you have a credit card, you put it in. If you have a bank account, which is highly recommended, we definitely want to put it in your bank account. And the reason is because there are less fees from your bank account. And in some cases, no fees. And we'll talk about that too. You can also put in your PayPal account, but you can only sell to your PayPal account. So honestly, not particularly helpful for me, but maybe for other people. So you're gonna go ahead and put in your information. When you verify your bank account, it will have to send a few pennies to your bank account, in which you'll have to verify. It's similar to PayPal, and it'll send you $1.02 and $1.46, and like, what did we send you, and you put that in and it's verified. So now, what do I mean with how it's cheaper is you have these accounts. So you have these wallets essentially, and then you have your US dollar wallet. So you can actually deposit into your US dollar wallet from your bank account, from either your savings or your checking, whatever you put in. I actually put in both. And let's say we want to put in $50 to Coinbase, and then continue. I'm not actually going to do this because I don't want to put 50 bucks in at the moment. So your funds won't arrive till 10/14. Let's see that it is the 6th, so it would not arrive till the 14th. So that takes a while. Okay, but there are no fees, and so it's just going to straight up transfer $50 into your bank account, into your US dollar wallet on Coinbase, that is, and then you will be able to go and buy cryptocurrency from your actual well, actually you wouldn't buy it here, so you would want to transfer it to your US dollar wallet, and then what you do is you go to GDAX and you actually deposit into your wallet from there. So you just deposit, and then Coinbase account, and you have your USD wallet here. So it's zero fee, because Coinbase and GDAX are the same thing. So, and then you would bring it over there, and that's where you would buy your cryptocurrency. But for anybody that's just getting into it, paying a little bit of a fee is not too bad. So now we're on the buy page here, and so we can buy Bitcoin, we can buy Ethereum, or we can buy Litecoin. Now you have your bank account, and I have my credit card on here too. It's just a just Capital One credit card. So let's take a look. Let's say we want to buy one whole Litecoin. So let's just put in one Litecoin. We want to buy one Litecoin. As you can see, the fee is $2.99 for that. Excuse me. And so that's much more than what we're actually paying for at one Litecoin currently. So that's with the credit card. The credit card is fast. You get that instantly. You'll get those coins instantly. And like I said, they will be in your Coinbase wallet once you buy them. And now if we take a look at like a checking account, um, and I want to buy one whole Litecoin, the fee is still $2.99, which is strange because it shouldn't be. I think actually if you go higher, let's say like we're going to buy 5 Litecoin, so that's going to cost us a fee of 10.45, and then with my bank account buying 5 Litecoin, it's a fee of 3.90. Okay, so when you're buying really low amounts, it's pretty similar. So a fee of $10.45 to buy 5 Litecoin, or I could just buy 5 Litecoin from my bank account and only pay a fee of $3.90. So you can see how the fee just really starts to scale if you don't use your bank account. And so again, if you're using your bank account, it's going to be a little bit slower, and I won't get this until the 14th, which wouldn't be till all the way in the 14th. However, it would be guaranteed at that price that I bought it at $52.34. And so I would still get it at $52.34. I just wouldn't actually receive those coins to my Litecoin wallet till the 14th. So it's a little bit slower, but you're definitely saving yourself a lot in fees, because here's the problem with that, is that if you buy this Litecoin at with that fee of 5 Litecoin of 10.44, now you need to make 10.44 extra to actually just get over the fee that you just paid. So we really don't want to do it that way, but it is what it is. So my favorite way of doing it, again, is you want to go to just your US dollar wallet. So if you bought Litecoin, it would be in this wallet. If you bought Ethereum and Bitcoin, but then you have this US dollar wallet like we talked about earlier, and we'd want to deposit from our bank account. And I was going to buy about $100 or $104 in Litecoin, so I could do that, and then it would arrive at the same time, and then I could buy it without a fee. So then once I have that in there, it would take to the October 14th to get it in there, and then it would say $100 in there or $50, whatever I put in, and I would go to GDAX and then actually deposit into my GDAX account, so my US dollar wallet, and I would deposit, and it would show how much I have in there. If I had $50 in there on the 14th, then it would show it, and I could transfer over $50, and then it would be then my balance would be shown up here, and I could then buy Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum with no fee. Now mind you, if you buy it with the market buy, there will be a fee, but if you set a limit and make liquidity as a maker instead of a taker, you won't have a fee. But that's just a little bit more confusing. I can make a separate video on GDAX, but if you just want to get into cryptocurrency right away, it's definitely a good idea. You can also sell, of course, on GDAX. So if you have a lot of Bitcoin that you want to sell, you can also sell it and then transfer that to your bank account or PayPal. You cannot buy with your PayPal account, I've found. It just doesn't exist. So if I want to add a new account, PayPal's in there, but it doesn't exist as a buying method, only a selling method. So you can transfer it to your PayPal and sell however many Litecoin or Bitcoin you have. So now, how do you make a lot of money with this? Actually going to get myself a little bit more comfortable. How do you make a lot of money with this? Well, take a look at these charts on the dashboard, and if you're following Ethereum, if you're following Litecoin, what have you, right now Bitcoin is really the dominant cryptocurrency. It's probably the safest overall bet. Litecoin moves dramatically, sometimes by 8%, so you can actually make more money on Litecoin than you can on Bitcoin, just because of how rapidly it will go up and down in the market. But that is hard to define, and so it makes it a little bit harder. So we're going to stick with Bitcoin just at the moment, and let's say earlier in the day You bought Bitcoin at 43.25, and then you sold it at this high point of 4,400. That would be a quick $75 if you had one whole Bitcoin. Now I know a lot of people don't have $4,344 currently sitting around to buy a whole Bitcoin, but mind you, you can also do that in fractional amounts. If you have a half a Bitcoin, if you have a quarter of a Bitcoin, it's still going to work just the same. Of course, you're not going to make $75 because you don't have that one whole amount. But so now if you had several Bitcoin, let's say you have 10 Bitcoin, you have $43,000 invested in this, $40,000 or so. When you actually go to sell, if you bought it at this low point here, let's just say $4,300. It'll often go up $150 throughout the day. Some days a little bit less, some days a little bit more. It is a market after all. $4,300, and then you sold it at $4,400. Let's say you had 5 Bitcoin. You just made yourself $500. $500 in one day for clicking and then clicking. So this is easily the best way to make money at home today without actually having an at-home job. I've seen a lot of things online of work from home, you know, and fill out surveys and things like that, and it's absolutely the most ridiculous waste of time ever. And I've also seen a lot of YouTubers making videos on going to mining websites like Genesis Mining. Those, quite frankly, can go to hell. Those are a terrible idea. They seem like a good idea, but if the market really crashes while you're doing it, then you have a major problem. Like you're going to be losing a lot of money. They're borderline a pyramid scheme. If you look up Genesis Mining review on YouTube right now, you're going to come across a few people that will try and spam their code that they send you, and it gets you 3% off for hashing power on a Genesis website, so that you can just so you just get coins for free, and then, you know, or for 3% off you pay Genesis Mining $50, and then you get so many coins as they're mining it, and you get 3% off with a code. Those are ridiculous. All those people saying that they make, you know, thousands of dollars a day or a month and stuff on those Genesis Mining, all those people have had tons and tons of people sign up through their link. I also have a link for you, and I know that's very ironic, but I took the link as well. Coinbase's link is pretty nice, actually. So if you take my link and you buy 100 Bitcoin, you get 10 free Bitcoin. I also had the same thing, so I received my 10 free Bitcoin when I spent $800 in Bitcoin as well. So it's pretty nice. It's $10 in Bitcoin, so why not? And so that is in the link of the description. So if you're gonna sign up to Coinbase, you might as well take that link. To be totally honest, any link, anybody's link, I'm sure there's a lot of reviews out there, will do the same thing. But if you would do it for me, I would appreciate that, because I get $10, you get $10. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm not really making an exponential amount compared to you. Whereas these Genesis Mining, you basically get nothing. 3% off is, I mean, it's 3%. It's kind of a ridiculous amount off. And meanwhile, they get more hashing power, so that the next time they make a video, they're like, oh, look, I'm making $2,000 a month. And the only reason why they're making $2,000 a month is because people are signing up through their links. So very easy. I trade mostly in Litecoin on GDAX and in Coinbase. I have bought a few things on Coinbase, but mostly I've had things just moving into GDAX from other wallets and things like that, and then selling. And it's fairly lucrative right now. Litecoin is pretty low on the market. As you can see, $52 a week ago. Let's take a look at a month. It was about $80 quite a while ago. Less than a month ago, and it kind of bombed. So everybody's sort of going into Bitcoin a little bit more. Bitcoin is probably the better bet. Litecoin is sort of a hard mode investment because it just rapidly jumps all over the place. So if Litecoin goes up $5, it's essentially 10%. But for Bitcoin to go up 10%, it would have to go up $400. over $400. So Bitcoin goes up and down a little bit slower, and Litecoin goes up and down a little bit faster. Oh, my throat. Haven't talked a lot in a while. So that is about it. So what you would want to do is take the link, you sign up, and then you go to, excuse me, I always think it would be in tools. It seems like it should be in tools, but you go to the payment methods and you put in your bank account. Highly recommend just put in your bank account. Because with the credit card, you get the coins instantly, but there's a big fee, and now you got to overcome that fee, and you would have to day trade and sell up and down. And so let me tell you how you can kind of do that too. As you can see that this is moving. This is Bitcoin right now. You have a candlestick graph, and the orange is essentially selling. This is a selling dominant time. As you can see, the price dropped from 43.94 to, I don't have my glasses on, 43.50 in a matter of, I have it in 15-minute increments. So it can rapidly drop up and down, but that's a good point in time to buy. As you can see, this dropped all the way down to, at this point, 43.55, excuse me. Again, no glasses on, as they create a bit of a glare. And now if you would have bought at this time and then sold a couple hours later, you could have made a quick buck. Very easy to do, and you can just keep doing that as long as you can read the market. A little bit easier said than done, but you get used to the market. You get used to watching these charts. Look at this. This is the 1 day. So you can see if you bought here and sold here, you would have made quite a bit of money. This is the 1 hour, so you can kind of tell what's going on right now. And then a week, like was it higher or was it lower? And if you see a huge growth, oftentimes it'll be followed by a dip. So you'd want to sell quick and then try and buy on that dip. Doesn't always work like that, but again, you get used to reading the charts after a while. And with GDAX, what you would want to do is don't even bother with this market. This means that you want to buy or sell right now on GDAX, and that makes you a taker in a stock market. There's two things, the taker and a maker. And when you're a taker, you pay a fee. So if I bought, I would pay a fee. If I sold, I would pay a fee. So you don't want to do that. So just go to limit, and then you would take, this is the limit price. So let's say I want to buy some Bitcoin right now. So I don't want to buy it at this price. I want to buy it a little bit lower than this price. So let's go ahead and type in $4,300 and $40. Right? Because that's $3 less. And how much do I want to buy of it? And if I had $100 up here, I could actually click this, and it says pre-fill all. You can see where it says pre-fill all, and then that would fill that in, and I would buy $100 worth of Bitcoin at $4,340. $4,340. I'm sorry, I'm slipping all over myself. And then I would get that. So you would place an order, and if it fell down there, and look, it's already $2 away. And so if we waited just a moment, it may go down to $4,340, and at which point I would buy $100 worth of it, and then I would have Bitcoin. Then we can just do the same thing. You can just go to sell. What price do we want to sell it at? Let's say I got it at $4,340. Let's make some money. So 4,000. Let's go 4,400. Let's be bold. It might take a little bit, but let's be bold about it. And we want to, how much of our Bitcoin do we want to sell? We can also pre-fill all of that. So we would click right here, and it would pre-fill all of the Bitcoin that I had. If I wanted to sell all the Bitcoin, I mean, if I had 10 Bitcoin and I only wanted to sell one, I would just type in one. But if you want to pre-fill the whole thing, you just click it. And then you would sell all of that Bitcoin, and once the market reached $4,400, it would sell and then convert it back into US dollars, and you would have a little bit more money than you just started with. With $100 in Bitcoin, that's not an exceptional amount of money. But it would be a difference in money. So you would come back with a couple extra bucks or so. I'm not going to sit here and do the math. I could, but not really going to do it live. But you'd come back with a couple extra bucks. Now, if you had a whole Bitcoin, you would have made like $70 in that. And that's not unusual, as you can see, in just 15-minute increments. Sometimes it can jump hundreds of dollars or go down hundreds of dollars. So you could do this all day if you wanted to. In fact, it's called day trading. So you just sit here and you just watch the market. You try to get a read on it. Is it going to keep dipping, or is it going to stop dipping? And in this case, it keeps dipping over 15 increment periods. And if you were to purchase right here, you'd make the most of your money, and then sell right here, and then it would go down a little bit more. You could also purchase, sell. So you get used to how you want to do it. But that is the best way, I think, currently, if you're working from home, if you're not actually having a job from home, like working for Amazon from home, or taking inbound calls from home, which is a job, a totally different thing. And then there's work from home, where people want to make a quick buck with email processing or transcribing, or this, that, and the other thing, and it just doesn't work. I attempted, just for fun, to go onto one of those survey websites, and 9 out of the 10 surveys just go away. They disappear on you because you weren't an appropriate candidate. So you put in 15 minutes of work for it to just go away, and you make virtually nothing. In a month, you could make maybe $50 if you were at it all the time. Absolutely terrible, complete waste of your time. So that is Coinbase in a nutshell. I hope you guys sign up with my link, because you're going to get 10 bucks. I'm going to get 10 bucks. Pretty good deal. I'm just going with that. I would really be careful with you guys, for you guys to go and look at those Genesis mining review videos, and people are like, oh, I'm making so much money. This is how I make $1,400 a month, and this is how I pay my rent. Well, you can make some money, because what you do is you invest 50 bucks, and then the system will, or more, most of the time it's a lot more you invest in, but then the system will continue hashing away for you, and you develop coin in your wallets, and then over time you gain a little bit of profit. But so it's not as much as the people claim it to be on those websites. And again, just to reiterate, it's because of everybody clicking on their 3% links. They gain more hash power because of that. The guy, the YouTuber that does that, gains more hashing power, and therefore when he makes the next video, it looks like he's making a lot more money. And he is, but he's doing it, but it's for free, because he's not putting in any more money into it. It's just that the system is giving him more hashing power for being a popular figure and for bringing more people into it. And that's basically a Ponzi scheme. For anybody that doesn't know, a Ponzi scheme is where an investor will initially get a bunch of money from some rich investors, and then a bunch of poor investors will come along, because they'll see how much money they have made, and then they'll actually, with the poor investors, they'll take that money and give it to the rich investors that originally invested, and so it looks really good. So these rich people go out and they say, oh wow, look how much money I'm making, but really that money is simply coming from the small people, and the small people will never see profit. So they're a Ponzi scheme. Please don't get into it. Mining is not necessarily a Ponzi scheme, but Genesis mining and things like that are, it's essentially a legal scheme. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to make a second video later on, really explaining GDAX a little bit more, but this is definitely the best way to make money online. Invest 50 bucks a week, 100 bucks a week, whatever you make. Every time you get paid, maybe put 100 bucks into Bitcoin or Litecoin, and just remember that you want to go to settings, and then insert your bank account. And then once your bank account is cleared, if you have the patience, then you want to go ahead and actually deposit directly to your US dollar wallet. And then buying, there won't be a fee, because you want to transfer it over to GDAX, where you'll actually set limit buys with that money. So if here's how it would go. I enabled my bank account. Okay, good to go. And then let's take a look at accounts. Let's say I want to put 50 bucks in there. 50 bucks. 650, whatever. And boom, boom, we click continue, we click continue. It's going to take days and days and days for it to get in there. And when that time is up, Coinbase will send you an email, or you can just check Coinbase, and you'll have your $50 or $600 or whatever you put in there. Okay, great. And then so we're going to go to GDAX, so gdax.com, and it's the same login as Coinbase because they are essentially the same site, the same website in a sense. It's just Coinbase's exchange. So your credentials are still the same on Coinbase. If you're logged into Coinbase, you're logged into GDAX essentially. So then you'll be on GDAX here, and you want to go to deposit, and then Coinbase account, US dollar wallet, and it'll say how much is in your Coinbase wallet, whether that be the $500 or what have you, and then you'll just deposit it, and boom, it'll be instantaneous and free. And then you'll see you'll have $50 on there, and then we can buy $50 worth of Bitcoin. Boom, $50 worth of Bitcoin at 44. Oh no, we don't want to do that. So $50 worth of Bitcoin is kind of hard to figure out because you would just click on pre-fill, and then it would actually give you that amount. So $50 in Bitcoin is actually probably like what? 2, 1. Nope. See, this is how you would have to do it otherwise, but you could just pre-fill, and it would pre-fill how much $50 would be, and then it would give you a gibberish number over here, and that's how much you would have in terms of Bitcoin. That would be free once it buys at that price, and you'd want to set the price currently lower than what it is, so 4,300. Let's just do 4,300. So you want to get rid of that $43, and you want to wait till it goes all the way down to 4,300. Boom, and then you could instantly sell that once you get it. Well, you couldn't instantly sell it, but you could wait till the market is now at $4,400 and sell your Bitcoin. So make $100 if you had one whole Bitcoin, that is. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was pretty clear. If there's any questions, just I don't know, put in the comments. Hey, I didn't get this part of it, or could you please make a video explaining this, that, or the other thing? And I would be glad to do it because I know it was a lot of information very quickly. But Coinbase, plain and simple, is probably the best one, in my opinion, to buy coins on, and best way to make money. It's better than a savings account in every way. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And as usual, I'll see you guys next time.